So a couple of hours ago, I started to think, what if Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, presidential candidate of the APC or Progressive Congress, actually becomes the president of Nigeria? What if he wins the election? What if? As much as I cannot just want to imagine a government be managed, administered, run by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I have to put everything into consideration. And then the resolutions or the results were quite damaging to my brain and to my mind. And then I want to share with you.
Just watch Bola Tinubu on the stage or anywhere. Tremor on the hands. Instability on the legs. The whole body is shaking. Look at the back of his abada, misturating. Wait. Can I continue? Give me your silence, please. If he walks 10-15 meters, what do you see? Palpitation. To sit down is a problem. To stand is a problem. To prostrate for prayers is a problem. That is to tell you that he is not physically and mentally healthy. We have seen the danger of electing unhealthy presidents in Nigeria. If you know the amount, one day we will come to know the amount of money spent on our presidents on their health requirements. I'm sure it's going to be mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. The amount is going to run into unbelievable figures. One day the figure will come to limelight. We want a healthy president, a stable president, a president with stable mind, a president who is healthy, fully oriented to time, people, and places. We want a president whose background, whose genealogy, whose male and female parents are well known to everybody around. We don't want somebody with questionable background, doubtful background, questionable genealogy. We want a president whose educational record are clear and very Christian and discernible, with no question marks. We want a president who will hang the face of Moses and have the heart of Moses. Not a president who will hang the face of Moses, but hanging the heart of Pharaoh. We want a president who is not being accused of cocaine peddling. It's not my words. It's all over the world. We want a president whose international record are clean. Because to be accused of international cocaine peddling means you are a cocaine pusher, you are a cocaine peddler, your source of wealth is doubtful, is questionable, is tainted in maroon, dark, and dark blue color.
First, let us understand the fact that every time we stoop low, the system stoops lower than we have stooped. Again, every time we stoop low, the system will stoop lower than we have actually stooped. And that's how we say that this is not what we bargained for. When we are wanting to make Bullock Ebele Jonathan get out of Aso Villa, we didn't care. We probably did not put a lot of things into consideration. We just wanted to replace him. And so we stooped low. Ignore the benchmark for who actually should be president. We're going to get into all that conversations quite later. I'm not going to remove the fact that Tinubu actually contributed immensely to the growth and development of Lagos State, Nigeria. We cannot, whether or not we are going to argue here whether he built it or not, we are not here to debate that for now. Of course, that has been said to he didn't build Lagos, but he contributed to the growth that we see in Lagos. And Lagos has become a land of opportunities and people are running there. But we know that Lagos can be better, considering the huge financial returns that they are earning from taxes and all that, and revenues, we think that Lagos can be better. However, it doesn't mean that the man did not do his best. He also surrounded himself with technocrats, smart minds in his time. But who are the people surrounding Tinubu today? That is not the point now. So, first, the elections would be badly implicated. The elections of this country move forward. I'm saying 2027, 2031, 2035. It will be badly, because in 2015, when we were going to elect Muhammadu Buhari, we were met with a lot of glaring, vivid oppositions, right? The man should have been elected in the first place. What was Buhari's asset that he declared? A couple of cows, right? No disrespect to him, a couple of cows. And then it means the man did not have a business he was running. The man did not have a lifestyle of leadership. You see, you can be born as a leader. You must get trained as a leader. See, if your leadership potential is just the fact that you were born with it, and you have not gotten training, whether formal or informal, with it, you will still not deliver. Little wonder why we are not having great results in our nation, because a lot of these leaders do not go through the proper training that is supposed to be. That being said, Muhammadu Buhari, today people say that the WAEC result that he presented wasn't clearly as though it was certified. A lot of litigations happen here and there, but at the end of the day, we just wanted change. And so because we wanted change, we voted change. Today, we can look back and say we made a mistake, right? This is the same thing that we do with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. There is so much deceit, so much manipulation, so much falsification. You don't know his real age. You don't know where he's from. You don't know his real name. There is so much. He did not present a certificate for us to even judge his capacity, his academic, educational, and formal understanding, and capacity to comprehend certain things. Everything is shrouded in deceit. Everything. What that implies is that if we allow Tinubu to become president of Nigeria in 2027, 2031, and other further elections, people who would just come in from another country can come and claim and they contest with the president. But we'll make it a free for all. It will not become a system of any Tom, Dick, and Harry. That is what it means. We must be able to see. My mentor did tell me that whatever you reward, right, you repeat. Whatever you reward, if we reward Tinubu with presidency, we are going to ensure that other people come in the future and do the same, because we allow Muhammadu Buhari to be president of Nigeria for just no cause. Even when we noticed that they were clear, vivid, visible challenges that we should have not ignored, but we did ignore it. And today we are sorry for it. That is why Tinubu can contest. After all, Bola, his predecessor, did not have all this. How did he make this money? How did he make his money? We cannot answer that. Nobody in his camp can answer that question. What was the involvement in several drug-related cases that have been brought to bear by several persons, even David Odoyin? Several deep revelations of your name, everything shrouded in deceit. But we are not listening. We are not bothered. We just want to reward him. And that's one aspect. Our elections will not be marred with people who do not have. I know the constitution of this country equivocally states that evidence of attending secondary school for the office of president. That should stop, actually. In fact, so that we will be able to review this. The benchmark for who leads us should increase. We have given rise to too many people who do not even deserve to be in our public space. You should focus on your business. No disrespect if you couldn't go to school, you couldn't attain a formal education. It doesn't mean you are dead. There are several persons who are breaking grounds and breaking glass ceilings in their rights. But you see, governance is a serious thing. We're talking about micro and macroeconomics. Talking about how to manage a social, political, cultural environment like ours. You will need more than just I can do it. I made money from nowhere. That's why our billionaires cannot even be. You cannot write a clear-cut biography, autobiography about our billionaires, because they cannot even trace their source of wealth, and it's embarrassing. That's one part. The second part of all this analysis is that allowing Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government to come to play is we are going to allow a lot of persons, the people that we used to call that Tinubu surrounded himself with in the 1998, 99, 2000, early 2000, the Fashola. Who are they today? Where are these guys? Are these guys here around? Fashola, Minister of Power for 4 years. I still minister till today in this government, visibly doing nothing. Nothing. Professor Yumo Sembajo, professor of law, one of the best minds ever this country has ever produced. Look at him today, almost incapacitated. He cannot even actively be involved. And of course, the executive is different from the judiciary. But for somebody who is a professional to that level, he should be involved in the administration of justice system in this country. What can we do to get any better? Nothing was done, actually. Nothing was done. In all the years of Buhari being president, nothing was done. We could not even sit to ask, to question or agree whether we should continue with this marriage. And they want to bring in MC Olumo is going to be minister. You can't remove that. Festus Keyamo, or somebody even worse than him, will be Minister of Justice and Attorney General. That's his Festus Keyamo. A legal luminary, an SAN. People say it's an advocate of nonsense, but that is later. We can discuss that later. That man become, and that's the man defending Tinubu now of presenting himself certificateless. That's the kind of people we are going to have in the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Who are the brains behind it? The people that are prompting him of what to say during interviews? Sanwo-Olu and the rest of them? Who are the brains? We cannot even trust that. And that's why I think that we should allow Tinubu to rest. Because, you see, and again, after what Bola Tinubu did, and the APC did to us in the NSAS, with the economic fluctuations, with the downtimes, this is the best oil boom ever. Nobody is saying that to us. Jonathan did not have oil boom just like way Buhari is having now. But because we have people that are, with lack of better words, people that do not have apt understanding, clueless, and corrupt people in places, we are not seeing the dividends of having oil sell at the highest price in the last 15 years. That is where we are at the moment. But nobody is talking about that. So when people like Jim Ovia, Tony Elumelu, Obi Ozekwesili, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, and the rest brains that are around the world in different, when they want to now come to this country, but we reward people like Bola Ahmed Tinubu to become president. We tell those people to stay away. Akinwumi Adesina, for example, these are guys that we are hoping that one of these days they will wake up to come in to save their motherland as president or as very important offices. But when we push people like this to power, what are we rewarding? What are we going to tell the people that died during the NSAS protest that we are rewarding the party for another 8 years? God forbid. God forbid. What was Tinubu's role in the Lekki massacre? A person like that is standing up to be president. Somebody was commenting in a post in a thread I was in. The person was using the Nigerian flag stained with blood as representation of the NSAS Lekki massacre and was campaigning for Tinubu in that post. It breaks me. It broke me down. How did it get here? How? What to reward? What are we rewarding with the APs? What are we rewarding with Tinubu? A man that his life is shrouded in all form of deceit and manipulation. Nothing about Tinubu is in your own pool. Nothing. Where did he school? What is his real name? Where are his parents? How did he get money? How did he grow to this point? Nothing about him, and we say we should become president. What are we going? Who are the people that we are urging and encouraging to take over? Again and again. If we stoop low to elect somebody that is not deserving, the system will naturally stoop lower than we have stooped. And in future, we have people that will be the least, very least. We have been technically and idiomatically saying that the least of us, but of course, may not just be least, but Muhammadu Buhari has been a general, be retired head of state, right? And all that. In future, we have the least of the society coming to take over office. It's disappointing that generals are sitting and recruit on the podium. Disappointing. God forbid bad thing. God forbid bad thing.